Okay, here we go. Okay, well, welcome everybody to our November call. And I just wanted to go over some things with you to help you take your business to the next level this month. As you know, that the next 6 to 7 weeks are going to be really going to be impactful in our business. We can really take it to the next level. And so we have a lot going for us in our corner right now. So I just wanted to start off with recognition. And oh, I'm getting feedback. Let's see, it must be Melissa. And I want to congratulate everybody that worked their business in November. And we have, I'm going to start with the level from $200 to $500 in sales. Those that were very part-time or hobbyists in the month of October. I cannot get, here it goes. Here we go. Those that had $200 to $500 in sales were, I know she goes by Drea Chadwick. I know that she had some unexpected things happen in her life, so she wasn't able to work her business like she wanted to. So y'all just remember her in her y'all's prayers. Debbie, she also had between 200 and 500. Joanne Brandt, Amanda Browning, Elizabeth Leiser, Sharon Young, Kelly Stanek, Heather Lumley, Dawn Woodledge, Martha Ernst, Amber Odell, Jennifer Hensley, I said that wrong, Heasley, sorry y'all, Maria Taylor, Kathy Vissa, and Melissa, all were within the $200 to $500 range last month in October. And those with under $1,000 were Jordan Bricata. She finally got to work. She actually has a business gifting order, thank God. I'm making her work for her keep now. Patricia Creeley, Jennifer Newell, Brenda Powers, Debbie Haley, she had another gifting order this month, and Marion Hilton also. All these consultants were under $1,000. Those over $1,000 were Samantha Harrison, Annette Ince, Angela Mann, and Dina Clark. And I just want to stop right there and congratulate Dina for promoting back up to team leader. So congratulations, Dina. I know you've been working, I know that you work full-time and then all the hours you've been putting in on top of that because you've been working a lot of events with me in Louisiana. So for those of y'all that don't know Dina, she lives in Houston, Texas. So she's been driving 4 and 6 hours to work with me at events. So Annette, if you want to jump on a plane and fly over here, you can come and fly and work with me too. Or anybody else for that fact. So those over $1,600 in sales, of course, Marie Gilligan, she was saying that she's going to try to achieve the levels of for our incentive this month. Whatever, Marie, we know you that you're going to knock it out of the ballpark. So congratulations. Marie actually earned a 5% bonus this month, and then I was over $3,200 in sales this month with $4,195. So always a big time to kick it up in gear and get to work. So congratulations everyone on a great month. And we surpassed our goal for our team this last month. So we were over like by $873. So way to go. Now I know that we welcome 3 new consultants to our group, and that I looked at last year's recruiting numbers versus this year's recruiting numbers. They are way down. So we need to get to work in the recruiting area and offer the opportunity to as many people as we possibly can. And I know that we have the prime locations to do it. So we are in front of so many people right now that I just reiterate, offer to everyone. You never know who will want this opportunity and who needs this opportunity. So myself, Melissa, and Aaron Danley, we all welcomed 1 new consultant. Robin White, she's on the call right now. Welcome to the Cocoa Exchange. Kayla Gordon, Melissa welcomed her, and Melissa met her at a vendor event, which we were working together. And then Karen, I am not even going to say her last name. It's whatever. Sorry, Karen. Whenever you see this recording, welcome to the Cocoa Exchange, all of you, and look forward to working with all of you and helping you in your businesses. Okay. We are on a roll for our trip earning season because we have 90 days to earn this trip to Playa del Carmen, y'all. 90 days. And that's what the main training is going to be about tonight, about earning your trip in 90 days. And we all know that it can happen. Annette and myself are we know that it can happen because we both earned Maui and we both joined November 19th of 2015. So we had about 45 days that we earned the trip in. So we know that it can happen. So for those of you that are just starting out, or those of you that are just maybe have 5,000 points, know that it's possible. So I wanted to recognize the top 10 point earners. Melissa, she has 7,789 points right now. Amber Odell, 7926. Annette Entz, 7993. Angela Mann, 8451. Samantha Harrison, 8759. Erin Dunley, 9454. Debbie Hennigan, 10,172. Marie Gilligan, 17,282. And I'm coming in with 21,519. So congratulations, everybody. And Dina Clark, Melissa just edged you out of the top 10 by that much. So I knew that she was looking at that chart. So she just edged you out just by a little bit. So congratulations, everybody, on where you're at right now. And just know that we're going to work on getting you on that beach in Playa del Carmen tonight on our call. So how many of you have seen the incentives that the company offered today? Okay, I actually have one of the incentives. You can see on my phone already, the little pop socket. I love these things. How many of y'all have a pop socket? To me, they're wonderful. But this month, the company is really pushing and working hard to see what motivates and incentivizes people to work their business, and what more than just being able to know that we're in the prime selling season of the year, and we can offer so many people the opportunity to shop with us and be their personal shoppers for them and help them with gift giving. And what do I always say? They can get their groceries for free by hosting a party. So I love the pop socket. I actually saw the bag and the catalogs and order forms that come in at level 2. The pop socket, you can only earn that between November 1st and the 15th. You have to have at least one qualified experience. So at least $200 in sales with 3 customers on there in order to receive that. The catalogs and order forms, an extra tote with the Cocoa Exchange logo on it, you have to have at least $500 in sales within the month of November. And I just say go for it all and just have your very first party before November 15th and hit over $1,000 in sales, and you earn all 3. So you'll also earn the logo vest as well. And all of the home office staff had logo vest on whenever we had our manager call the other day. So they look really sharp. The white one is a ladies fitted jacket, so it is more tailored down the sides to accentuate our curves and everything. The men's is more flowy, but you can choose the black one if you so desire. So once you reach your $1,000 level. So the first 2, the pop socket and the bag, will be sent out to you as soon as you hit each of those levels. Now the vest will be sent after the end of the month. Numbers are ran to make sure all the sizing has been put in the system. So make sure that as soon as you hit that, there is a Cocoa Notes went out today, and it did have in there what you will need to do to get your size ordered. So make sure you do that whenever you reach that $1,000. Okay. And Robin, I haven't added you to our team page yet on Facebook, but I will do that soon once I get your friend request in. But we do have a standing area where we all put our parties in, whether it be a party, an event, or a fundraiser. So make sure y'all put your dates in there so that we can cheer everybody on to an amazing month. So like I said earlier, whenever we first started, that I have been working all day on my computer, starting videos and trainings for all of the new consultants that are coming in and ones that are wanting more training as well. My goal and vision for 2018 is to help us explode with growth. And I really want to do that. And I know Melissa, I had sent her and her new consultant both a video and steps to help them get her business started. So know that whoever brings on someone new, I will be doing that for everybody, just saying who I am and, expressing my excitement for them being part of the business and helping them sometimes daily or weekly with steps, whether it be via text or via email, that they will receive these videos. So know that my commitment to all of you is to help us grow. And I know that we're going to be in front of tons of people right now. So this is we have an amazing opportunity for growth. So one more thing that I wanted to talk to you about was, that was in the Cocoa Notes, was about our leadership conference that they just announced today. So when we were at Advisory Council earlier in October, we all expressed the importance of all the leaders getting together, and not just for a conference and for awards and celebrations and things, but for training to develop stronger leaders in the company. And so the company listened to us and they said, okay, we're going to have a leadership conference. So anybody that is a team leader or above will be able to be invited to this conference. So you have through the end of this month to promote to team leader. If you're already a team leader this month, you already are invited to the conference. The conference registration will be $79. However, if you sell $2,000 within November and December, you will get your conference registration reimbursed to you at conference. So that is a great incentive too. So, and then it will be in New Jersey, and the dates of the conference will be February 9th through the 11th. So I'm not crazy about going to New Jersey in the middle of February, but I'm going. So anyway, I think the last time we went was in April, and it was rainy and wet and nasty. So, but that's okay. If I know that I can be immersed in learning and growing, then I'm going to be there. And one more thing I want to remind you about is that we have our leadership bonus opportunity. So anybody that promotes to leadership, which is team leader or above, in the month of November, and is paid at title from November through January, the end of January, you will receive a $300 bonus. So make sure that you stay on target for that. And remember, me plus 3 is team leader. So you and 3 other active legs with you are considered, make you a team leader. You have to have at least $600 personal in sales and $1,500 in team volume. So always be sharing the opportunity with others so that we can learn and grow together. And anybody that is interested in working together one-on-one to help develop a team and make sure that you're part of that leadership team, let me know, and I would love to work with you and help you to promote to team leader. I know Melissa is chomping at the bit because she wants it so bad. So we're working together, and I know she has a solid calendar. So, okay. And this screen here just says it all. Outdream yourself, believe, and be awesome, because that's what our next part is going to be about. It's going to be about training on 90 Days to Playa del Carmen. And I said it earlier, but I know that we can all be on that trip, on that beach in Playa del Carmen, because it is so attainable. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to help develop a plan for you to be there. So I'm excited to train on this and about the Sweet Escapes trip that we have. Our company, the trips have been amazing. And the resort that we're going to, I've been to that resort. I was at that resort the very first month it opened, whenever I was with Southern Living at Home, our last general incentive trip. So it was amazing. And so I know that resort. It's amazing. But I know how the company treats us whenever we go on our trips, and Annette can attest for this. She's been on both trips with me since we've been with the company. And we've always been treated awesome and had a great time. So they always roll out the red carpet for us and treat us just like we should be treated. Great for working our businesses and making sure that we made it there. So Henry Ford, he has an awesome quote that I love, and it says, if you think you can, you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. So my goal tonight is to make sure that each of you begin to understand how simple it is to earn the incentive trip in just these 3 short months. Remember, believing you can do it is actually the very first step. So That's why I put up here the little picture is to outdream yourself and to just believe. So that's where we have to get ourselves to right now, is the belief in ourselves and what we're doing. So I know that we can do this, and I know that we can make it happen. So I believe in you, and I believe in what we have right now. And that is, I know that we have 90 days left, but I know the next 6 to 8 weeks are going to be very impactful in our business and really accelerate our point level. So let's imagine right now that you sit, hold on just a second, y'all. I'm gonna put you on mute. I'm sorry. Sorry, I told Jay was at a conference tonight, and I told him he couldn't come home until after I was done, but he didn't listen. So I apologize for the dogs. But I just want you to imagine right now that you're, so close your eyes. If all of you can do this with me, this little exercise that I got here. Close your eyes and just sit back and relax and think about what it would feel like to be sitting on the sunny beaches in Playa del Carmen, enjoying the Sweet Escapes Trip 2018 that you had just earned for working your business so hard. So do you feel the toes in your sand? The cold drink in your hand? And the warm sun hitting your face? Are you ready to be there? I know for me, I am so ready to be there. And I know that the ones of you that live up north are ready to be there. And winter just really hasn't even hit yet. So we have some work to do. So we're going to do it. We're going to start by breaking down the numbers so that you can plan out how you will be on that beach and how you will feel that sand in your toes and that cold drink in your hand. And so we're going to work on that for you. So let me give you a quick and simple and effective formula for you to earn the Sweet Escapes trip. First, you need to hold 2 experiences per week. Second, you need to book 2 additional experiences at your experience. And third, you need to hand out at least 2 business information packets or sponsoring packets at every experience. So now that you have the formula written down, it's important that we use this as a building block to jump into the training. So let's first make sure that we have the right mindset. And let's check out thinking about earning all of the all-inclusive trip that we have in front of us. So when you hear someone has earned an all-inclusive trip, I don't know about y'all, but before you think that, wow, they have a great work ethic, or they have they're an overachiever and things like that. But really and truly, that's not what it's all about. Anybody can earn this trip. It's so attainable. And I know I keep going back to, I joined November 19th of 2015, but you know, for those that weren't with us, whenever, I know Dina, myself, and Annette, we all joined together, but I was going through all my cancer at that time too, and I had 2 surgeries in those dates. That's 45 days that I earned the trip. So I'm just going to say, if I can do it, anybody can do it. You can do it from a hospital bed, I promise you. So you can make things happen, even if you have to use the feel sorry for me card a little bit, maybe just a little bit. So things can happen. So, but it's not for just the overachievers, it's for anybody. So let's break it down bits by bits and actually take how we're going to earn this trip within 3 months. So you have the equation that I just gave you. Have 2 parties, book 2 parties, hand out 2 packets. So we're going to look at this as an actual experience. We know that the lifeline of our businesses are our experiences, right? Having a party is our lifeline of our business. We also know that the quick and simple, effective formula that I just gave you works when we work it. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I've been to a party and I just maybe I wasn't feeling it, and I didn't hand out those packets, those sponsoring packets, when I know I should. But I missed out on great opportunity to maybe share the opportunity with somebody else. So so make sure you're doing that as well. So let's see what happens when you have an average experience of $450. I know that our company average is right at $500 right now, but I'm going to lowball it and say we're going to say $450. So if you have, we're starting with November 1st and $450 with experiences 2 times per week from November through January. If we have 2 experiences a week, and that's we have 14 weeks remaining of this trip from November to January, that means that we have 28 experiences total that we can have, or parties that we can have by the end of the trip earning point period. So our sales, if we did the sales for 28 parties at $450 each, is 12,600 points for the trip. So now we also have a new incentive that the company offered today, and they said that anybody that we sponsor, that we earn $1 for every dollar that they sell. So every dollar that they sell, we earn a point. So I don't know if y'all saw that incentive flyer that just came out today. So, and we also, anybody that joins from now to the end of January, once we get them qualified, we earn 1,000 points. So, and if you don't have all this information, I can definitely send it to you, and it's right there on our workstation under incentives. But make sure that you get a hold of those trip trackers so that you know exactly where all the points are at. So if we are earning these extra points, and we're handing out sponsoring lead packets to people at our experiences and parties, that means that we have 28 experiences. So that means we should be handing out at least 56 sponsoring packets at our parties, if we have that many parties between now and the end of January. So 56 packets that we're handing out. But if we only sponsored just at least 6 new curators to our team out of that 56, and I'm really lowballing it. Once we get them qualified, which is $500 in sales, that's an extra 6,000 points for all of you once you get them qualified. So it's 1,000 points per qualified curator that you bring on. Plus, we have the extra bonus. So once they sell $500, that means they're qualified at $500. We get a point for every $500 for every dollar that they sell. So that's an extra 3,000 points right there. So let's just take it one step further. If 3 out of those 6 curators actually pursued the business and really wanted to just keep working it, because we know not everybody is as much of a go-getter as we are or the next person. So we're gonna lowball it again. We're just gonna say half of those 6 that we brought on are really go-getters and they want to keep working their business. And they do at least $500 each month. That means that you just earned an additional 4,500 points based off of those 3 curators that you brought on board. So your total points with that scenario that I just gave you is 26,100 points, and you just earned your trip. So take it one step further, the total sales and income that we just earned are anywhere between $1,890 and $2,520 based on our sales that we just did for that time period as well. So like I said before, it's all about our mindset, believing that we can achieve this trip in this short a time. I remember last year sitting down with Stacy Lobato and Debbie Hennigan. We were at Starbucks, and I did exactly this. And I drew out a roadmap for them because they didn't join till November. And I drew out the roadmap for them, and I said, this is what you need to do. And if you want to be on that trip, you got to do these things in order to do that. And of course, Debbie Hennigan was one of the top 6 Sweet 16 point earners. So she took that roadmap and she ran with it. Stacey Lobato was on that trip. So I will send this out to everybody just to make sure that you have it where you can see it instead of on a video here. This is attainable, y'all. And I know that, Robin, you joined with 5,000 points. So you have a quarter of the points already there for you to earn the trip. So this is really going to be amazing. And I know that when we push ourselves, we can really make things happen. So does anybody have any questions? I think everybody's on mute, so I want to unmute everybody. Anybody have any questions how I got there or questions about what we're doing? Is anybody excited?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Annette,
Where is Playa del Carmen?
it's in Mexico.
I know, no. What's the resort?
It is, I want to say it's the Paradisus.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Look at Marie, she knows because she's almost got 20,000 points.
What was that?
Marie's got almost 20,000 points. It is the Paradisus Playa del Carmen.
Thanks.
Here's the picture. Can y'all see the picture of it? Am I sharing that?
Not yet.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to share it with y'all. Here it is. Can y'all see it?
Yes.
Yes.
And whenever I was there, it has all the trip details in here, Robin.
Okay.
Whenever I was there, I can't even remember the year. It was the first year it opened, but we had a swim-up room. So we had the Chase lounges in the pool that were built into the pool, and we had the swim-up room. It was so awesome. So I think that they're looking for most of us that earn it to be able to have a swim-up room this year. So we are all going for that for sure. Okay. Any more questions?
Jennifer.
Yes.
Jennifer. Jennifer. Hey, the points that you get for your recruit $1 for their dollar that started today. So
Yeah,
like
that's
for
for
Kayla, she has her
That's
party that
for
doesn't count.
new recruits. Anybody that's new that joins today and beyond.
Today. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And you have to have 500. I mean, they have to have 500 in sales before you get the $1 per dollar.
No, no. Anybody, and we asked that specifically on our manager's call. If they only sold $400, you will get 400 points. But you will not get that bonus 1,000 points for them becoming qualified if they stopped at 400. So it's, it's really up
Okay.
to get them qualified and active as soon as possible. And you know what? We need to get the vision in their head also about being on that trip, and that they can attain this trip as well. So it's not just for, like I said in the beginning, the overachievers are the ones that work day in and day out. It can be anybody on that trip. So how many of you can see yourself earning the trip? Marie, you don't see yourself earning that trip?
I hope so.
Yeah, a lot of times people look at earning an incentive trip as like kind of like climbing up Mount Everest, but it's really not. It's not that hard when you break it down and see how many steps you can go through to make it attainable. Now, will we have that many parties between now and January 30th? Probably not, maybe not, but because we have a lot of holidays coming up. So I encourage you to really get out there, and if you don't have 2 parties 1 week, to go and maybe talk to a school and see if you can set up in the teacher's lounge. Lots of teachers' lounges are, they really like for you to come in and share with what you have. I definitely encourage that. Set up in your salon, especially right before Thanksgiving and Christmas. Set up in the salon and share the Cocoa Exchange with as many people as you possibly can. Get out there and educate the public. I know that when Dina and I were in Baton Rouge this past weekend, they were just floored. They could not believe what the Cocoa Exchange had to offer. So make sure you're talking to people about gifting. Our gifting promotions are really awesome. And, whenever you talk to somebody, say something like, I would love to be your personal shopper and help you with all your gifting needs that you need to take care of right now. So definitely do that. And also just remember that this trip, anybody can earn this trip to Playa del Carmen. It's going to take consistency and focus and belief that you can do it. So, and also I wanted to remind everybody that tomorrow we're going to have a system outage as they roll over the new Square platform for us to be able to run American Express and Discover. So we'll be able to do that tomorrow. I believe it ends at 1 p.m. Eastern time, the outage. So if you're trying to log into the workstation tomorrow, just remember that we will have an outage for that time frame. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to Dina. This is trying to help you, give you more ideas and tips on how to increase your sales in November. And Dina's going to share with us about the turkey trot. And I'm going to bring that up real quick so that we have that up. So that, let's see. Dina, you want to go ahead and start, and I'll find this picture for you to.
Sure. So that I've done this probably every year with every company that I've been with. We call it a turkey trot. It's basically a catalog party, or whatever you want to call it, that you're asking for participants. So there's two ways that you can do it. The way that's on the flyer that Jennifer has on the screen is that you're asking somebody to collect $200 in orders. And basically you're going to give them the hostess rewards for that, which is $20 in free chocolate and 2 half-price items. But you can also do it as having 10 participants, with each participant agreeing to collect $100 in orders. So if you have 10 participants at $100 in orders, that's a $1,000 party. So that gets you $200 in hostess benefits and 4 half-price items, and then also the hostess free gift, whatever that gift is. So, and then you can split the hostess rewards up between all the participants. So each participant will get something. You can split it up where one person gets, or 2 people get $50 in free, and then 4 people get $25 in free, and then there's 4 half-price items, so 4 other people will get 1 half-price item each. And then you could give the hostess bonus item. You can do it as a drawing that somebody else will get that extra thing. But this is a way to put more money in your pocket or more sales on your month without having to physically go to somebody's home and do an in-home party. The other thought that I had this year was to send them with something, to some kind of sample that they could take with them to their Thanksgiving gathering with their family, like the spicy cocoa rubs. Send them with that and the dip recipe, or have them sprinkle it on popcorn, or however it is. So send them with something that people are trying at their gathering that gets interest up for them to be able to get that 200 in sales or the 100 in sales. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions?
I personally think that everybody should bring wine cupcake bites to their party. Just a thought, because whenever we did our event,
Oh my gosh.
those people went crazy. Even the ones that don't like wine, they were eating those wine cupcake bites. So they were a big hit. And I know Dina has the recipe posted in our Facebook page for our group. So that's just, even whenever I took the cinnamon baking mix, Dina, and made the pumpkin bites too with the cinnamon swirl baking mix, that was a big hit. You could just send a little package with, several of your friends, just so that you're collecting orders over the whole Thanksgiving holidays, and having your hostesses do that for you on the turkey trot. So I think that's a great idea, the turkey trot. I love it.
So also in December, you can have a reindeer run. Do the same thing that you did with the turkey trot, but we'll call it a reindeer run. And I'll post another, I'll get another visual that'll have it. If they collect 100, you're looking for 10 participants. I'll do that, and I'll set up the reindeer run as well. So that way you have 2 opportunities in November and in December to be able to do that.
And the great thing that you can do with this turkey trot is whenever you are at an experience and people tell you, oh, I'm too busy, I can't do that. You know what? You have something for them to offer to them, the turkey trot. So think about all of those people that have told you they're too busy and offer this to them. And that is just going to help increase your sales and your points for the trip. So
Absolutely.
definitely think about that. And you know what? Mars, the Cocoa Exchange, Dove, they always have offered a Black Friday sale. So I can assure you to be looking for something. So I personally would not hold any orders just so that you don't run into the thing that you lose sales and points also. So as soon as you get your orders, put them in, because you know some people will say, well, you didn't tell me about that. Well, we never know about whenever there's a sale or what they're going to even offer for a sale. So I just want to caution you now to not hold an order just because of things that have happened in the past. So if I can help ease anybody's burden and pain. So, well, thanks, Dina. And Dina's shared a lot of visuals with us lately. She's like our visual guru and makes all kinds of great graphics for us. So thanks, Dina, for all your hard work that you've been doing for us. I appreciate it. You help me a lot. You know you help me. So because I'm not, one of these days you have to teach me whenever we're working together. So, but anyway,
Absolutely.
Does anybody else have any questions or anything that they want to share with us? It's too late for everybody. Everybody just wants to go watch the game, I think. So, or maybe not.
It's already on.
I know my husband.
I don't want, every time I watch, they lose, so I'm not watching.
Don't watch it tonight, Dina, because Dina lives in Houston. So I know she's the Astros fan. So, but anyway.
That's right.
Well, thank y'all all so much for getting on the call. I know that it takes time for all of you. But if you have any questions or need anything, reach out to me. I'm here. I'm working on training, and hopefully we will have lots more updates as all of the advisory has come back, and we're all in target teams working to make improvements for the company and to make all of our businesses grow. Hopefully we'll have more things that we can be sharing with y'all soon that they're implementing from our target team groups. So,
Yay.
Did you have something that you wanted to say, Dina?
I just said yay.
Okay. I thought you were raising your hand. I'm like, okay.
No, just say yay, yay.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for getting on, and I look forward to talking to y'all and seeing everybody earn every level that we have of our incentives this month. And Annette, hope your hand feels better soon. Have a great night, y'all.
Bye, ladies.
Bye. Thank y'all.